Wow. If XRP were officially treated as a commodity, not a security, which it already kind of is already not a security, it wouldn't just be a legal win, ladies and gentlemen, that the XRP army you guys have seen before. We've had a bunch of legal wins with the XRP project. It would be fundamentally, it change who is allowed to buy it. You know, and the whole thing, hold it or build on the chain. So this is insane. Okay, it's about market structure. We're kind of removing the hype from the XRP narrative in general. Okay, the thing about we have to understand here, people, institutions. That's what this game is all about right now. Institutional money coming in. They don't chase these narratives. They're professionals. They have to have this regulatory clean clearance to act and move forward, to dump billions of dollars in. Okay, now let's take a look at this thing, where we stand right now with XRP. I just need to share this with you. Where are we at here? So it's the Ripple versus U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. So courts already ruled that secondary market XRP sales are not security transactions. See, that's when the Genius Act came into play, and they already defined that. Now, most retail and institutional trading happens on secondary markets. Most of the volume. Okay, I mean, look, that's why meme coins are so volatile and don't have any, it doesn't feel safe when you're buying meme count because of this. Okay, so XRP is not officially labeled a commodity yet. I see bunch of stuff on social media that people think that XRP is a commodity. It's not officially been regulated. I mean, stamped as a commodity under the regulations. It's not a commodity yet. So it's also not legally classified as a security in most trading contexts. So that's even the bigger point. So plus XRP, there's regulatory gray zone. That's what this Clarity Act discussion is all about. Institutions hate gray areas. That's what we're sitting on. Now the Clarity Act, thank God for Brian Armstrong for fighting this battle. I just read a couple things. Saw an interview on that CNBC morning show with a couple other institutional people. They don't like gray area. And thank God we have people in the cryptocurrency industry fighting for retail investors' rights, because banks are trying to create a monopoly within this Clarity Act. It's not cool. It's really not cool. It's competition. We all love competition in a certain way, but if it's got to be a fair, legal playing field, and it's not when we're talking about what's written in the Clarity Act. So there's been tons of revisions, multiple meetings. It's kind of behind closed doors, what I like. We're not seeing it out here in the headlines. It's not out there right now. This is what I love about this whole discussion. So XRP doesn't need to be declared a commodity to benefit. It needs clarity in general. Clarity is exactly what institutions require. We would like it to be a commodity, though. Okay? Now, the Clarity Act, okay, it's about defining the jurisdictions on it. Okay, when is an asset a security, and then when does it become a commodity? Here's the thing. Once a network is sufficiently decentralized or no longer dependent on managerial efforts, it can graduate out of security laws. That's exactly what the XRPL blockchain is. It moves away from Ripple to where Ripple doesn't have any say in how the XRP token works. Okay. Now, this is very important because we're already there, people. We're already there because XRP has a live network, global usage. Okay, around the world, it's not just locked to the United States, and the liquidity is independent of Ripple's daily operations. So we're in a good situation right now. So if the Clarity Act doesn't crown winners, it removes uncertainty. Okay, what's it saying? And uncertainty is the biggest reason institutions stay sidelined. That's the whole thing about this. So what are we going to do now? Let's just do an if statement real quick. If XRP is treated like a commodity, institutional access expands because it goes to the commodities desk. It's a structured project, and then the ETFs and the ETPs will open up the door to everybody being able to buy XRP. Okay, custodians are more willing to hold it as well. Now the risk department gets comfortable. This turns into a risk-off scenario, and we all know that the risk-off is the best way to go for most savvy investors. So the pension funds, okay, don't ask. They don't question whether or not XRP is regulated. They ask, can we legally hold it? And yes, you can once this Clarity Act gets passed. So liquidity changes the game, everybody. The money movement, that's what we follow on this channel. Where is the money going? Okay, so institutions don't move markets with hype. We don't want any hype, people. Let's just get a solid, concrete foundation here, because markets move with the size of money movement. That's what creates price action, everybody. Now, retail moves price short term. Institutions redefine price discovery long term. See, now listen to that statement right here. Retail guys, like, right, the XRP army and the YouTubers and the investing YouTuber crypto channels and guys like this, we're short-term movement. There's enough liquidity when we kind of jump, it can move short-term. The institutions redefine price discovery long-term. Institutions getting involved could move us up one step at a time, structurally, hit that all-time high, and then push into price discovery. That's what the institutional money can do, and it's exciting stuff. Exciting stuff right now. So let's stay grounded, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need there will no longer be these instant moonshots, just to let you know. No overnight, 10Xs just from some legal battle closing. That's no more of that. That's not going to happen anymore. So what will happen with this Clarity Act passing? Higher sustained liquidity, tighter spreads, which, okay, I'm not going to get into that whole thing, but once you start learning more about being a savvy investor, you don't buy or sell if the spreads are too wide. If the spreads have a huge gap between the bid and the ask, what that means is that the exchanges are scalping our money. We want a tighter spread. That means that the actual money movement from the investors are the ones that are receiving the gains. Okay, now Clarity doesn't cause the explosions. It allows this capital to enter slowly, legally, and it scales. And the more you learn about this, you'll understand when you set limit orders in certain directions to create good entry positions for that dollar cost averaging. Okay, that's how the institutions do work. So it's great because it turns into bullish without these crazy headlines and the crypto wild west type mentality. So what's our big takeaways? So I'm gonna close it up here. Let's see here. XRP isn't waiting for, a meme cycle or influencer approval. Like these damn influencers think that they can pump and dump on certain projects. They can't do that anymore. There is no more pump and dump with the XRP at all. So we're waiting for the regulatory lanes to be clarified, institutional rule books to turn green. Okay, That's what we're watching for. It's going to happen soon, people. I'm telling you, once that happens, like I said, we're going to get into price discovery. Your money is going to be safe, wrapped up in this XRP project. It's going to be safe. Just like buying, the Mag 7 stocks, for long term. I guarantee you, if you put a ton of money in your Mag 7, you're going to be a successful investor when it comes time to pull some cash. That's all there's to it. So I'm watching the structure, ladies and gentlemen. So if something changes, I'll let you know. And I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to show a chart. Let me show a chart. Okay. Here is the XRP structure right now that I'm closely watching. We're right here. We're on the 24-hour candles. This is today. Man, we went down to that 52-week low. Last Thursday was this candle right here. Okay, this candle right here. Am I over there? Yeah. It was weird. This was just the weirdest looking thing to me because the next day on Friday, look what happened. It recovered almost completely. And so we're in this downtrend, and I've been following this upper trend line. Look what happened. Okay, it poked out. I think that was Saturday. Sunday is just sitting right on this resistance line that was our support that blew through it. So our resistance line's right here. Look what we're doing today. Today, it's currently trading at $1.45 above this 143 support line. You see this little blue line? That's that 5-day moving average is starting to tick up. So my guess on this thing, we're not going to make any big moves until that Clarity Act's done. Trust me. But this could be our new support line to where we're not going to go below. This was scaring me down here, man. If we broke below this 111, the next support line is down. It's way down here, man. Look at that. It's down here at, where'd I have it at? Like 62 cents. If we break that 111, we could go down to 62 cents. So, look, if you're a long-term investor, that doesn't matter. That means cheaper prices for us. But so we don't care one way or the other. We have our positions currently, but this structure right here is what I'm looking at. Today has a green candle, and it's a little bit bigger than what we saw yesterday right here. So, with that said, everybody, again, I'm going to keep my eyes out for this. I'm going to let you know if there's any structural changes going on, and we're excited. Try to put some capital on the side and get in. Some of the bigger players I've watched, tons of people, I won't throw name drop right now, but at least 5 or 6 of the big time crypto people that I follow have been putting money in to XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Okay? And that's what we cover on this channel. So always a pleasure, everybody. Appreciate your time. We're going to have a good week right here. Let's see how this week plays out. I don't have the date for when the Senate meets next on this Clarity Act yet, but it's coming up. And I did watch Brian Armstrong on Sunday. He put out some words here. Wait, was that video? May have been today. May have been today's. I watched it today. I wasn't sure if he recorded it yesterday or today. We're getting close. We're getting close. And I feel like this is a nonpartisan situation that we're trying to not make it a political thing. So, isn't that refreshing to hear? A non-political thing? Oh my goodness, man. After all this chaos we've been seeing here lately, it's insane. So, anyway, it's always a pleasure, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hop Sauce signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do something fun. It's going to get a little chillier out there. That's okay, though. We have fun. We have fun in the sun, whether it's cold or warm out there. All right. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week, everybody. Peace out. Peace out.